Yeah, just don't mind this hole on the back of my wall. Don't, or not hole. Don't mind this lack of paint right here. I kind of picked it off. Don't mind that. Bro, I've been wearing the same fit for like 3 days, bro. I need to change, bro. I need to change, bro. I've been wearing the same shit for like 3 days, bro. I'm like a fucking cartoon character, bro. I do not change outfits, bro. Mainly just because I think the outfits go unnecessarily hard, bro. I'm the type of tactical guy. I'll wear fucking cargo pants with fucking dude. I'm one of those types of guys. Oh, I deleted it. You add some other bullshit. Just space it and then add some other bullshit to it. It'll just anything. Just add like say I love you added to the end, but don't end it with .com. Don't or no. Type it out, but do not end the email with .com. I'll just fill in the blanks. The reason it's censoring it. Also, don't do it 3 times. If it does it again, don't do it again. There we go. Okay, you have access to that one right now, right? No, I mean like, can you look at the emails being sent to you right now? Oh, and by the way, the stream's been up for like the past 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes. No, it literally just cresting the 2 minute mark. Here, I'm gonna text you my email. J A J3502277 at gmail.com. I did that, and so you know it's .com. Bro, my eyes are tweaking out right now, bro. You know that weird thing that happens with your eyes occasionally, where it'll just like your eye will start twitching. What? Who was that? What? Who was that? For a second, I thought you were in trouble. I was like, what? I was like, bro, what did she do? What you doing? Are you wondering what that sound is? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? What? What is going on? What's happening? I'm confused. Who just called you a mouth breather? Oh. No, there's multiple ways you could go to Google. That's true. How did you get to Google? Wait, what did you say? Yeah, I'm there. Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know there is a way I do it, and it's way easier to do, but like it's kind of weird. So the way I do it is I go to network settings, go to view PlayStation Network status, scroll all the way down until it. So go to network settings. If you're, yep. Then scroll all the way down until you see services. Go to PlayStation Network Store or PlayStation Store. And then once this screen loads, once the screen that comes after that loads, scroll all the way down again. Once once PlayStation Store loads, it'll bring you to PlayStation Store. Once that loads, scroll all the way down again until you see YouTube. It should be all the way at the bottom. Okay, if we can't do that, just go to check the YouTube channel. Is I want to show you what's wrong with my controller. You in the stream? Okay. So first off, you just pull off of the bit. Then you have to pop. you have to pop the bumpers out. You could just do that by taking a flathead screwdriver and sticking it behind it and bending outward, or you can use an actual pry tool for it. One of them is damaged. The left one is damaged. You can kind of see where it broke off there. Here's the other one for a reference. It still works. It's still functional. You'll be left with that. Just pockets that don't do anything. Next, what you want to do is flip it upside down so nothing comes out. Then you want to just lift like that. I already have everything unscrewed. The thing basically just pops off here. So literally all you do is just pop these side bits up and pry off. Next, it's optional. You don't have to do it, but it's easier. Disconnect the battery by just pulling on these wires. Pulling on it out. So a little, what is this? 1.4 volt battery. Next, take any screwdriver that will fit that screw. Come on. There's a screw right there. You want to unscrew that. If you don't unscrew that, the rest of it will not come apart. Let that fall out. This is where the battery sits. That's the board. This is the connection for the touchpad on top. That blue thing. You're going to want to pop that out. And when you do that, the issue arises, number one, from you having to pull it out since it's in an awkward spot where, I don't know if you can see that, but you have to, I'm trying to orient the thing right. You have to bend that tab upward. It's supposed to sit flush with the thing, which I already disconnected it, so it's kind of floppy. It's supposed to sit flat on it, but when you disconnect it, you have to either be very, very fucking careful with it and use tweezers to disconnect it, or just go full hog like I do, which I don't give a fuck. It's still gonna damage it either way. Because with the other ways I take this thing apart is this. It's the same process as before. Just pry it off. And that too damages that cable. You can still see the cable popping out there. That cable. That cable bends even when you're doing this. So either way, it's going to get damaged slightly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how careful you're being. It's always going to get damaged because you have to bend it. The cable will always get bent basically. So that in turn causes a bit of wear on the contacts. So whenever you the motion of doing this causes that cable to bend, you see? Because that cable is in the middle of it, and it's also, I wish you could have my eyes and I could show you this in person, but I can't. It's bent at a 90-degree angle because let's try and see if I can do this. It's bent at a 90-degree angle because it has to go through that hole and into the other side and bend upward. It's hard to show it, but you might be able to see it at that angle. It always bends backward, basically. And I have it flipped around. I wish I could show you the other part, but I don't feel like taking it all the way apart. Because this thing is fucking hell on earth to get reconnected. It's fucking hell. It is so fucking annoying for no reason. They made this shit so fucking stupid. So I have my other controller. It's a first gen PS5 controller, so it's older and actually works a lot better since they didn't know properly how to make them hard to disconnect and shit. But you may have noticed that there's 2 ports right here. If you are wondering what those are for, let me go grab what they're for. These little guys are speakers, or not speakers. These are microphones. These are opposite of speakers actually. These pick up audio. Let's see if I can bend this down with the stream turn off. Those are microphones. So this one, yeah, these are what the say RSX pussy ass and broke ass doesn't have a mic. These are what are in the controller that are able to pick up noise. This one is an auxiliary. This one is like for parties and stuff. The auxiliary one picks up stuff like whenever I'm texting using my voice. You know how PS5 controllers can do that. So if this one is broken, which is used for party chat audio and main player audio, this one will not work. So if I disconnect my pod mic, which is this bad boy, this guy, if I disconnect that and both of these are not connected, then no audio in any way will be transmitted through that controller. So if this one isn't connected, I can't type with my voice. If this one isn't connected, you will not be able to hear me in party. If this one is connected, you still can't hear me in party as long as this one isn't connected. If this one is not connected, no matter what, you will not be able to hear me in party chat. But if this one's connected, I can still text with my voice. That's basically all this is for. This one is the one that works in party chats and stuff. This one still works. This one is torn. The cable itself is broken. It's another ribbon cable. They're kind of dog shit. These here, let me put these down. These kinds of cables are the good ones. I don't know if you could see them down there. They're the cylinder ones, the red and black ones. Those are the kind of cables that don't break as easily. You see another ribbon cable right next to it. That one I don't have to touch. Those are for the triggers. I'm not sure why the triggers are different on both sides, because as you can see, this one goes over the trigger. Fuck. This one goes over the trigger instead of going here and going there like this one does, where it just kind of loops back around. This one has to go over the trigger, which makes no sense. That one has to go over. It doesn't make sense why they didn't just copy that over. Makes no sense. Just like PS5 controllers don't do. I know I'm very bad at explaining shit, but bear with me. So this one has been torn for a while. I still need to get a replacement for this. This doesn't work. But this one still does. This one still functions. So as long as this one functions, I can still type with my voice. This one's cooked. I cannot use this one to talk in party chats. So now let's put this bitch back together. You're about to watch a whole reassembly. Try to make this as easy to understand as possible. Why is my fucking headphone cable getting in the way? Like, Jesus Christ, get out of my fucking way. And then oh, you think this is... Oh, no. You've never taken something apart. This is the most fucking nerve-wracking thing I've ever fucking done. Come on. These things are so small, it's so hard to connect them back. Because the ribbon cable is like a few millimeters across. It's like a few millimeters wide. And not even... It's literally paper thin. I can't even get it through that hole. Come on, feed in there. There we go. I don't think I did that right. Nope, I didn't do it right. Come back out. Did I do it right? Oh, fuck. I did it right the first time. Fuck. Fuck you. Yeah, it is very easy to break stuff. when you're doing this. The main reason why this one is torn is because whenever you take it apart like that, that one is mounted or no. The torn one connects to this bit right there. I don't know if you can still see that. It connects to that one. When this one is connected, it travels underneath here through that hole, if you can see that, and then mounts right here in the middle. And then there's there's a hole in here. That hole is what it connects to on the other side. Dirty as shit. I need to clean these parts. And when you take this white piece apart from the board and all the black stuff in this bit, it pries it onto. There is a. I really hate this fucking camera. There's a little notch right there. So whenever you pull it, there is a hole in the thing. Let me grab it and use. Oh, the battery's coming out. There's a hole inside there. You can see it on the end there. That goes. This is the other side. So this would go up here. Let's thread it through just as a demonstration. So it threads onto that hole, and then the other bit goes over and into there. So whenever you pull it out or try to pry these two pieces apart, these two plastic bits, one on the other side and one on this side, it pulls that whole bit on the other side of that little notch there into that hole and tears it in the middle. So basically, it rips it in half if you don't know how to do it. That's what I mean by the companies are fucking shitty and try to make it so that if you take it apart, you might cause more damage if you don't know how to do it and don't know it. And most of the time, people don't. If you're watching a YouTube tutorial on how to take these apart, most people do not tell you that if you try to just pry these two bits apart, it will tear that if you do it wrong. So you need to make sure to take a pair of tweezers, because it's very hard to do it with your fingers without tearing it as well. Because even if you just pull it out of that hole, it's still jamming it against that that notch right there. Which honestly, I might just fucking tear that bitch off because it's useless. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can just tear it off. Oh, and also the headphone jack on here is fucked up as well. Almost got it. There we go. Yeah, the headphone jack is fucked up. I just tore that off. You can't ever see it there, I don't think. Bro, my finger's so fucked up. Bro. I know you see that scar right there. You can see the discoloration from when I obliterated my finger with that hacksaw. So now there's no issue there. I should have done that a while ago, but now there's no issue here. Now whenever you try to disconnect it, it'll kind of just pull it a little bit. It'll tug on it. So yeah, that's tragic, saddening. You see how dirty this fucking thing is? I don't know if you can see all that dirt and gunk on there. I'm not even sure how it happens. It just kind of does. So the way I do it is I take either a can of that computer cleaner, the compressed air stuff, or I just go downstairs. You might have, I might have, it might have been in one of the shots on in one of the garage streams, but I have like this this air compressor, and it basically just takes outside air and jams it into a container, and then a nozzle is attached to it, and that I can blow air out of. And I will take that and just blow all of this with that. It basically pumps itself to like 100, 200 psi, and then I just blow everything out. Or with parts like this, which aren't electronic or don't have any electronics in them, you can just take water, run it under a sink or something, let it dry out. Same thing for this. This part up here, this white part, if you take all the other stuff off of it and just get it down to bare plastic, you can spray it off or like with water and stuff. Same with these. You can also wipe them off with water, like a wet paper towel. Or if you feel like cleaning the board, you can take like I think it was mineral oil, I think, and it'll because mineral oil, if it is mineral oil, I think it is mineral oil. It doesn't conduct electricity, so you can wipe off the board and shit and all the electronic bits. Some computers actually use it as a coolant. They'll submerge parts of the computer in that stuff and then use that to like conduct heat and like cool stuff down instead of like water cooled PCs, because water cooled PCs are way more complex than just that, because all you need to do is literally all you need to do for that is basically just submerge it in like a pool of like mineral oil. That's pretty much it. That's about it. These pretty much just pop back on. This is the other side. These pretty much just pop back into that hole. That's about it. You just push it down like you're using it, and they stay in. And then this, and then it's back together. And that's a proper teardown of this controller. Or it's not a proper teardown. I didn't take it entirely apart. And there's a few more things that I want to show you in my room. I don't think I can really turn it around too much. Because not because there's anything in my room. I'm just saying I can't move the computer because it'll turn off because it's a fucking shitty computer. I really wish I could show you the computer itself, because I've had to do, you can't see it on stream, but I've had to do so much fucking jerry rigging to this thing to make it actually work. Because with the computer, I had to take the bottom off of it, so it's basically just sitting on bare metal right now. Like just bare board and metal. There's no plastic bit under it. And I had to take the whole outer edge of the computer screen off because it was plastic and shattered. It was basically broke. I'm using an old Chromebook, an old Acer Chromebook. You can look up what they look like. Just look up a picture of the bottom of it and imagine it without the bottom. That's what it looks like. Mm-hmm. And then imagine it with the screen open. Just imagine it without the border along the side of the screen. Here's my obliterated tablet. I don't think you can see the. Oh wait, hold on, that works. Yeah, it definitely is clean. It's shattered too. I can't tell if that works. You barely see on the outer edge. Yeah, I wish you could see it. It's fucking shattered, and yet still works. Don't mind the background. Don't mind the background. I'll be back. I need to go grab something right quick in my room, and I want to show you it. And actually, this too. There's a few things in my room that I want to show you. Hold on. Where are they all? I must find them. Oh yeah, this. So number one, I have an old Oculus Quest 2 that it does not function at the moment. This is the Oculus Quest 2. It does not work right now. So this is what I was trying to fix. I still haven't gotten the part for it yet. I looked up the part number. I haven't found it yet. The power thing that is fucked up. It doesn't conduct electricity anymore. So I had to basically take I'm not going to do a teardown of it because this took just getting to here, getting the front panel off and getting this out to where it is now took me about an hour or two. So I'm just going to describe it. So I basically had to take this whole plastic bit off, not the lenses. The lenses stay in. I had to take this whole plastic bit out. I had to unscrew a shit ton of stuff in here, in between the fucking lenses. Then I had to basically pop the panel off. I still have it. Hold on, let me grab it. I don't want to lose any of these screws. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of screws that I still haven't put back on this thing. It's basically just enough screws to hold it together. This is the front panel. I have a Glock 19 sticker on it. So that front panel basically just sits on the front like that. I had to pop that off. I had to pry that off after getting all the stuff connecting it to the front, because all of the screws that hold this thing on, you can see a few of the holes. All of those holes attach to this. They attach from the back. So to get it off, I have to go in through this end, and then once I've gotten all the screws on this end out, I'm able to pry it off. Next, I'm having trouble even describing it because it was hell. It was agony. I had to unscrew probably 50 different fucking screws on here to get, number one, the computer processor out of this thing, the motherboard, the main board on here. There's a fucking hair in here that I can't get out. There we go. Huh? I am unable to understand a single word you were saying. Can you speak into the mic, not at the mic, please? Tweezers? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I already got it out. I already pried it out. Yeah, I already got it out. But I had to take this is the antenna for it, which it's a big ass piece of plastic for some reason for just this. This is about as much as this thing does. And it spreads from here to there. There to there. When all that's being used is just this bit here. So I had to take this off, a bunch of smaller shit off. I had to undo a bunch of fucking ribbon cables, aka like 15 or 14 ribbon cables, which are, like I said while explaining with this, very fucking delicate and very hard to do properly. And they were the more annoying kind of ribbon cables where you can't just plop it back in. And then I had to take off the board and the CPU. I think it's the CPU. I had to take out the CPU, and then I had to unscrew something on here. I'm pretty sure it's this metallic panel on both sides. You could see it kind of peeking through. I had to unscrew that and then pry the lenses out. This whole thing, all of this comes out. After I get off this, and the board and all the ribbon cables, this whole thing just slides out. Like a weird metal brick. It just, and then the easier way I found to do it was push on the lenses until it just pops out. I'm not gonna do it. It's still being held in by something. I forgot what it was, but I've broken like 2 screws while trying to take this thing apart. So yeah, the reason I did not put the thing back in is because, number one, it goes in like this. Inside the headset, it's sitting on the side with the things protruding that way, or that way. So I just left it like this because it went. What is the point in taking this entire thing apart when I don't have the part I need to repair it? So I'm just gonna leave it dangling out with the face until I can get the part I need, and then take it all apart again and then put the part in properly. Hell, I might not even put it in properly. I might just unscrew that screw right there. Here, where's my thing at? Unscrew that screw right there, and then just take this whole panel off that covers up the ribbon cable that leads to here. It's about there underneath it, and then I might just leave it like it is. I might figure out a way. I might carve out a little portion for this thing to stick out on the faceplate, or I might just jam it in like this, actually. You know what? That works well too. Hold on, wait. Let me just do this. Holy shit, I can do this. It doesn't work well, but I can do it. Oh my god, I'm learning shit. Oh fuck. Oh my god, I'm learning shit. I can just leave it dangling like this. Because as long as I can use the charger, as long as I can get to this and plug it in, it's golden. Now, the proper way would be to get it back in the headset, which is coincidentally right there. Let's rotate this in a way that you can see it. Right there. It's literally right next to the left lens. And it is so fucking difficult to get to it because since it's right next to the right lens, you number one have to get that lens out to be able to unmount this cable in the mount for it. It mounts. I think it's there. I think that's where the screw mount is. That screw attaches to the wall, the inside bit of this. So it takes like fucking like almost 2 hours just to get that bit out. So yeah. This, you may be wondering what this is. I'll actually let you guess what this is. Can you guess what this is? What does it look like? Here, I'll just tell you. It's an old Wi-Fi router. I basically just tore it down just for fun. There's nothing cool about this. It's just an old Wi-Fi router. There's quite literally nothing cool about it. This is the thing I'm most proud of. I actually designed this. You're not gonna believe me. You're not gonna believe me. I already know you're not gonna believe me. No, you're not gonna believe me after I show you this. I made this. This is a working radio. It's a working radio. It works in cars. It's mainly for cars. You can plug it into a car using this, but you kind of need to do your own wiring inside the car to work it. This connects the whole thing to the car. This is a board for something. I made this a while ago. I can't remember what the fuck this was for. I'm pretty sure this is an antenna, if my memory serves me right. This is an antenna for something. And this is a makeshift capacitor, although there already are capacitors on it, such as this. Actually, wait, let's use this. This big boy is a capacitor. That's a capacitor. That's a capacitor. All 8 of these are capacitors. That's a capacitor. That's a capacitor. The capacitor stores an electric charge. That can be for many things. Number one, it could be like this one most likely does. I actually forgot. I forgot most shit about how this thing functions. This, I believe, was for auxiliary power. So if the car's off, it can still remember what it was doing last when it turned off. Kind of like how computers have a coin battery in them. Like I'm talking about PCs. PCs have like a coin battery in them to keep the operating system running. Basically 24/7, as long as that coin battery does not run out of power, which it can last about 5 years on a single charge. This still has power to it. Not a lot, not a devastating amount, but it does have some charge to it. If I were to take it off this metal bit and then touch it, it would be a very bad time for my finger. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to touch that. Everything else on here is a capacitor, basically. There's smaller capacitors you might be able to see embedded in here. That's a capacitor. This is a chip. These are all fuses. These are chips. all these weird silver cylinder things that you're seeing all over the place, these are all capacitors. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure what that is. That's not a capacitor. And these are all connection points. This is a makeshift capacitor too. That's a weird, it's a coil of wire. This is a capacitor. This is a capacitor. That's an antenna. That's an antenna. I think this is an antenna too. This is something else I forgot. This is the power actually. This is something else. That's something else. I don't know what that is. This is let's see, do I remember what this is? I don't remember what that is. I'm pretty sure this connects it to power as well, or the auxiliary power and stuff. This is I don't remember what this connects to. This is AC power. This is for AC. All these capacitors work off AC, not direct. And this is another power unit. I wish I could keep it straight. This is another power unit. This is AC thing. This works off AC, or it might. I'm pretty sure they work off AC. It might be DC. DC is direct current. AC is alternating current. Alternating current means it moves back and forth, not in one direction. Direct current means it runs in one direction, not alternating, if that makes sense. This? Are you talking about this thing? The striped object, the cylinder? This? This is a capacitor. That's a makeshift capacitor, and then there's another makeshift capacitor right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hidden. That's also a capacitor. And there's a bunch of other capacitors on this thing. This giant fucking finned thing you're seeing, this is a heatsink. These are all Ethernet connections. All these, starting from the yellow one all the way to this one, these are all Ethernet connections. This is the... I can't remember what the fuck it's called. USB. This is fucking USB. This is USB. This is power. This is AC power. These are all buttons. These are... And then this is another heat sink. That's a capacitor. That's a capacitor. I don't think you can see that one. That's a capacitor. AC, or actually, this is direct current. This is direct current. This is a light. That light turns on whenever it's powered. That's a capacitor. This is a chip. That's a chip. That's a chip. All these other tiny bits that you might be able to see there are capacitors. These are contact points. You can attach other things to them. If you were... Actually, wait, you can't see that. If you were to wire your own things into it, you need to solder them to those contact points. Actually, let me move forward. You need to solder them to those contact points. I don't know if you could barely see them. You might be able to see the numbering for them. But these are all solder points. If you solder something to them, that could lead to another thing that would get used for something else. And I have other things. I have many different things to show you. I'm happy I'm able to do nerdy stuff without being judged. Actually, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna go grab something. Where was it? Oh wait, I forgot about this. I forgot I made this. Or I didn't make this. I took this from something else and then used it in my... I didn't make this. I took it from something else and used it in my creation. So this is a fucked up old... This was attached to this thing. This is a old disk drive, half taken apart. These are the types of dog shit ribbon cables that are in my controller. The orange, weird, half translucent ones. These break very easily. This is the, actually, I can tear this one down, actually. This isn't too hard to tear down. Here, let's do it. Let's do it while you're watching. Hold on. So, all this is basically just metal framing. All of these are basically just metal framing. I wish I had a better quality camera. The this is kind of fucked up a little bit, but yeah, let me take this apart a little bit more, make it easier to demonstrate it. Easier on my sanity. I'm gonna move all the screws over here. Oh, what? The working. What is the name of that thing? I forgot the name of that fucking ship from that movie. Yeah. So, it's been a while since I've taken these things apart. These things are annoying. The what? There we go. Get that out. I might move parts off camera, sadly. I'm sorry. I kind of have to sometimes. It's kind of awkward working on this thing. Oh, there we go. Got that whole. So none of this matters. This is all that stuff that you just saw is pointless. So this is the thing that reads the disc. There's a tiny laser that comes out of here, focused by a lens down to literally a microscopic dot that reads the disc. So whenever that laser, I might be able to actually take this apart further and show you in there. Hold on. I keep getting sidetracked while explaining. I'd be a very bad YouTuber when it comes to this stuff. Wait, actually, never mind. We'll do that after. I'll tell you about him after. There's a YouTube channel that I watched that I learned some of this stuff from that you should check out. I'll tell you him later, though. Luckily, these flathead bits are actually very good at taking apart pretty much anything. It's weird because it's a flathead bit. You wouldn't expect it to work on a fucking Allen key. You wouldn't expect it to work on a fucking on an Allen key bit. It doesn't make sense. Literally doesn't. I'm not sure how to pop this out of here. I don't know how this track works. How does this track come out? We're kind of learning stuff at the same time here. I don't know how this. What'd you say? Yeah, it's kind of how I am. I'll do something one day, and then the next day I'll just completely forget about it. I will not even know exactly what I did the last time. Okay, let's see if I can pry this off. Let's see how hard this will be. Let's try not to break anything, but oh well. It's already kind of fucked up, so it doesn't matter. I mean, you could. I'm not saying it's a good idea. No offense, but you might get laughed at. But like, I thought the poems were pretty good. I mean, other people might not see the flair, the artistic flair of it. I see the artistic flair in doing this dumb shit. Yeah. Bro, I'm over here. Dude, I'm still listening. I'm over here fucking speed running, taking this shit apart, dude. If you tried this, it would have probably taken you 3 hours to get to where I'm at. No offense. It probably would have taken you like 3 hours to get to where I'm at in this disassembly process, or you would have already broken something by now. So this is basically two motors. They're both linked to the same like power thing because they both have to work on the same power. Like they have to work at the same time, pretty much. So this is a geared down alternating current, I think 45 volts DC, or no AC alternating current 40 volts like motor, like simple motor. And then this is, I believe, a chunkier version of this thing, but it's the same amount of power being shoved out of it, which makes no sense. I don't know why they didn't just use another one of these. It's the same amount of power, just a chunkier version of it. So that's coming out of there. It's geared down. You can see all those little gears. It goes from that black gear to the solid white one to the cream colored one, and then that goes into let me do this. They're covered in like oil or something. I don't know what the fuck they're covered in. That goes into, I think, this direction. I'm pretty sure. So that goes like that into that one. So it spins that way. It turns all of them. They all function. Because I am, and I know you, because that's how I am. So the way that this functions is this slides onto here, and then this is on some way. I don't know how. I forgot how it went on, but it's on some way. And then when the black motor rotates, it spins this, which is threaded along it. Might be able to see it. It's almost like a spring along the whole thing. And when that rotates, it forces this thing to move up and down. It can either spin backwards or forwards. Most of the time, it's going to spin forwards and then retract. It's going to spin forward. Say you're watching a 2-hour movie. It's going on a CD and you plug it into this thing. It's going to move forward very slowly as the movie progresses. And then once it reaches this point, which would be the end of the movie, it retracts back to the stationary position at the fully retracted station or stationary bit. And that is what reads the disc whenever it's in that moving position. When this is reading the disc, let's see if I can put this back in its spot so it actually looks normal. Yeah. So whenever this is reading the disc, it basically beams a laser through that glass bit in the middle. You might be able to see that. That's either glass or like really polished like plastic. And whenever it beams through that little shiny bit in the middle, the clear thing, it focuses a beam of laser, like a laser beam, onto the disc, and then that disc reflects that beam back into this metal bit. And I wish I could like show you how it works. Like actually, like if I could shrink us down and actually go into this and see how it works on the inside, it would be a lot easier to do. But I have to explain it. So think of a U shape with a cone at the bottom of it, and the reflection of that laser comes out of the top of that cone, and then once it hits the disc, it reflects it into the bottom of the cone in the like bucket shape of the U shape. Basically, not directly back at the top of the cone, around the cone, around the bottom of the cone, at the bottom of the U shape, pretty much. And at the bottom of those U shape, at the bottom of the U shape, it's a square shaped U shape. So think of like a box with a square cone at the middle. On each corner of that, on each inner corner, there is a photodiode. You know what a photodiode is, right? A photodiode is something that picks up like light and transmits that light into electronic like language, basically ones and zeros, pretty much. So when it shines that laser into the disc, the disc is like grooved basically. So whenever that laser shines into the disc, it dims and brightens whenever it hits one of those reflective like peaks or valleys. I'm pretty sure peaks dim it and then valleys lighten it. So the lighter, I can't really explain. I'm pretty sure the lighter color is the one, and then the darker color is the zero. You can't see this. This is all just with like how I would explain it. This is how it works though, but it's just how I have to explain it for it to make sense. And then once that light is beamed back from the disc into those little like grooves or into those photodiodes transmit that amount of light that is reflected back into ones and zeros. So when it hits a peak, it dims it, so it's counted as a zero. When it hits a valley and it's brightened, it counts as a one, or yeah, a one. So yeah, that's how that works. I might have mixed that up, but you get the point. So that's basically how these things work. All of that technology is basically shrunk down and hid behind that little clear bit. It's basically impossible, I'm pretty sure, to get that small and into where that's at. Or actually, wait, this might work in a different way than I just explained. Hold on. Huh. This works using a mirror. Very. So scratch all that I said for the most part. This works on a different premise, but that's how the majority of these devices work. So it's basically the same thing, but on a different platform, basically. So everything I said is still true, but in a different way, basically. That's the way I explained it is how most of them work. This one's different. This one is the odd one out. All of the other ones work the same, as I explained. This one, it basically, I can actually explain this one a bit easier since I have a tangible object in my hand. So when it shines it out, or more of like there's a laser on this side of it that shines it into a mirror. It kind of looks like there's nothing there. Damn it, come on. Right in the middle, there's a little black spot. It looks like there's nothing there, but it's just because it's a very reflective mirror. The laser gets shined into that mirror and then reflected into this focusing point, into that bit. And then that's shined into the disc and then shined back through that focusing bit and then into that mirror and then back around the laser. So it's basically doing the exact same thing I just explained, but with a mirror in the middle, pretty much. Into the photodiode. It's basically just photodiode, laser, mirror, and then everything backwards, pretty much. So that's how that works. That's pretty much the meat and potatoes of what a disk drive is and how a disk reader works. This is the disk reader. This whole thing I've just been explained. This is the disk drive. All this other bit, all that other bit is a disk drive. So that's how those work. I know I'm probably boring you to sleep with my nerdy talk, but it must be done. She's trying hard to understand exactly what I'm putting on the table. Is your lighter not working? Is your crack lighter not working? Hold on, I'll be back. I need to go put this back in my closet. I have this all kind of in my closet. forgot I still had it. So this is the thing that goes along the outside of the screen. That's what this is. It was broken, so I just ripped it off. So, yeah, that's how that happened. It was broken somewhere there. And the lava lamp, it doesn't work. I need to get another bulb. I love lava lamps. I'm gonna put this up here actually. What do you say? Describe to me the problem. Describe to me the problem. Yeah. Is the light on? Is the light on? Then the light is probably burned out. I mean that's the problem I have. That's the problem I had. The filament on the inside broke. The filament is the bit that gets hot in the. It has to be an incandescent bulb. Incandescent bulbs produce light from heat, aka forcing current through a metal tungsten carbide like filament. No, you have to buy a new bulb. You have to buy a new bulb for it. Filaments cannot be repaired. Now, if you have the right equipment, aka a vacuum chamber with, I believe it's nitrogen. It's either nitrogen or argon. It's all I'm gonna say is it's very fucking expensive equipment you need to repair it yourself, and it's pretty much not worth the money or time to do it yourself when you could just go spend $5 and buy a new incandescent bulb. So, kind of stupid. Unless you just want to have fun and just do your own project. Basically, it would take you probably about, if you know what you're doing, probably about 2 hours to fix that. When you could just head to the fucking O'Reilly's or like Home Depot or Lowe's and just buy a appliance bulb, which all appliance bulbs are incandescent for the most part. Like ovens, you can't exactly put an LED light in an oven because that's not how that works. But yeah. I don't know why I'm staring at the camera like I don't know why I'm staring into the camera like I can see you. I don't know why I'm staring into the camera like your eyes are behind it. Yeah. Yeah. So actually I can demonstrate that I can demonstrate that. Hold on. Let me grab something because I have something that can demonstrate what you may be talking about because I might have an idea on what you're talking about. Or wait, are you talking about how wires have different colors? Basically this. So for one, for number one, I would have to see what you're doing to give you a proper estimate, but I can or actually give you a proper walkthrough on how to do it. But I can demonstrate it. Now, I wouldn't recommend going off of what I'm demonstrating, but yeah, yeah. Does your nightlight use an LED? An LED is a tiny phosphorus diode that once you, I know I'm explaining it in a very hard to understand way, but it's basically a dot of phosphorus on a chip that if you force electricity through it, it produces light. Here, actually, wait, I can do something. I can do something that'll demonstrate what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me. Did my setup change on your end? I'm pretty sure it did. Yep. You should be able to see my screen now. You should be able to see what I'm doing. Light emitting. Uh, oh shit! Or no, I didn't spell that. Light emitting diode. So this is roughly how it works. This isn't the one I'm thinking about, but or actually yes it is. Let's bring up this image. Your connection is not private. Fuck you. I don't care. Events. Can I proceed to micromanager? I don't give a fuck if my information gets stolen. Boo hoo. You could suck my dick. So, can I save this image and open it in a new tab and then close this shit out? Get off my screen. So, this is how they work. I don't know if this is at all simple for you to understand. So, this is the lead frame. It attaches to anodes positive and cathodes negative on either side. So bonding wire is in the middle of them and feeds into this phosphorus coating, or no, phosphor is on that side. Then this is the light emitting diode, the blue bit. Reflector cup is this silver bit here, and this, and then light waves are all the swiggly bits coming off of it. Once you force electricity through the cathode and anode, or when you force electricity through the anode and then connect the cathode, it forces the light emitting diode to make light, basically. The bonding wire, this is basically free floating. The reflector cup is basically free floating. It doesn't do anything, but it's connected via the bonding wires. The bonding wires are what connects the light emitting diode to the power of the anode and cathode. And once that gets power, it forces light out of it. And then the phosphor helps emit that light as well. So that's roughly how they work. The one I'm referring to is a more chip like one. This is how the simple ones work. But the ones I'm talking about literally just use the phosphor to produce the light. They don't. You literally just force electricity through phosphorus, and it'll produce light. That's basically how they work. Yeah. Yeah, this is the easiest way I could explain it. It's what the fuck is going on with my cursor? You see this shit? Shit's fading into the fucking the abyss. I just noticed that. See my cursor? What the fuck? It's falling apart. What's going on? And I'm guessing 30 minutes. I haven't seen an hour and fucking seven. Jesus Christ! Oh my god! How choppy is the stream? Is the stream like solid? Is it actually like staying fluid? Like it's still easy to understand. Like it's not too bad, is it? Like it's not like 1 frame a second type shit, right? But yeah, that this is how a light emitting diode works, or an LED, and then a a what the fuck did I call it? Incandescent bulb. Okay, yeah. Let me look up an incandescent bulb. Actually, wait. I don't know if I could do that because I don't know if I'll get DMCA striked. I'll look it up myself. Incandescent. I don't know how to spell incandescent. Incandescent light bulb. Okay, this is how we did lighting in like the late 18th century. I think we started doing this in the late 18th century. So open image in new tab. So basically, there is, and then these like A-shaped things, these upside down A-shaped things are supports. This is the outer glass or inner glass, whatever you want to call it. This is the stem that the electricity comes from, and then this is the heat deflecting disc, which I didn't know anything about these. This is the exhaust tube. This is for like cars and stuff. Is the screw. This is the normal one you see every day. They're both the same. They both work exact the same. It's just one's a bit easier to understand. And that's about it. It's just a filament that you force electricity through. That's literally about it. It's kind of all you need to know about it. Incandescent bulbs are like the easiest thing to understand. You can make an incandescent bulb by just using a car battery and a. What the fuck were they called? I forgot. These fluorescent bulbs. Fluorescent bulbs like this are way harder to understand than other ones, and I really do want to show you his channel because he explains stuff in such an easy way to understand. Connect, 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 connection. Pretty sure that's how you say it. Tech connections. That's it's fucking stupid. Now, just know everything I've told you so far has a strong possibility of being either mixed up with other things that I've said or blatantly wrong. Just so you know, some things I've said so far could be mixed up with other things I've heard over the months I've known about this type of stuff. Do not take everything I'm saying as fact. Take it with a grain of salt, but most of it is true. Come on, what is taking so long? Uh, Thursday. Hmm. This guy makes a lot of really good videos that I like to watch. I like binging this guy. He explains stuff in a very easy to understand way. Sorry, I had to torture you a little bit there. But dude, don't hurt me, please. Okay. I'm gonna watch this guy. Hopefully, I don't get DMCA striked for it on YouTube because YouTube fucking sucks.
Is quickly becoming the most popular.
No, it's not. It's basically just an electric pack, bro. This is not
Eliminating the
working.
need for scissors or box cutters. My husband got me one for Christmas.
Okay, fuck this. So just go watch this guy's channel, please, because it's my when I'm screen sharing through my computer with the live up, it struggles and I don't feel like hearing choppy audio, and it's agony. His YouTube name is Technology Connections. Here, I'll even text it to you so you can look it up later. Technology Connections. I know, I'm still live. That's his YouTube. Just so you can look it up later. I'm gonna go grab another thing. I'll be back. And I'm gonna put these up as well. Because these are of no importance to me anymore. Uh, Let me go over here and give me my tablet. Let me go grab something right quick. I'm gonna turn the light off because I don't want my dad waking up. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, fuck. Do you know what this is? Yes, it is real. It is a SIG or P250. It is a real gun. I'm not gonna point that out myself. It's kind of hard for you to actually wait. I know a better way. Instead of winging it around my room, I'm just gonna. It is a real firearm. It is real. Comes with all the parts. Here's the slide, or the upper, whichever one you want to call it. It is the proper term is slide, but whatever you want to call it. it all goes back together like that. Slide it back that way. Twist that closed, and then let it ride. It is unloaded. I do not have a magazine for it. I'm gonna go put this up right quick. I'll be back. And also, no, it does not work with 9mm. In fact, I'll prove that by putting a dummy round in it. It just falls right out the barrel. Doesn't even fit in. The round is supposed to seat in the chamber, but it doesn't. It just falls right out. So, yeah. I'll be back. I'm going to put this up. In fact, I'm going to go get me some coffee, too. I will also be back after that. Where'd my bottle go? Where's my bottle? Where's my bottle? Is it downstairs? Oh, no, it's in there. I have come back. Wait. I have come back. I've returned with coffee. Andy, You there? I think she went to go do something. Damn! AI images are such a problem, or AI videos are such a problem. God damn, wait the Waldo. Damn, right into the fucking corner. Damn. Damn. Don't let the white boy do you like that. Damn. God, what the hell? Dude, this is AI? Holy fuck. Dude, this is such a problem. Only in the fucking Bronx, bro, sleeping in a fucking shopping cart. I know. What? Hold on, wait. Hold on. What'd you say? It's been an hour and 31 minutes. Here, I'm just gonna end that shit. End stream.